Inspired by 80s slasher films such as Texas Chainsaw Massacre and The Hills Have Eyes, Stay Out of the House seeks to immerse players in a nostalgic and terrifying atmosphere set between the borders of rural Texas and Oklahoma in the mid-1980s. You play as Roxanne, a young woman on a road trip with her boyfriend when he suddenly goes missing. Left alone on a search for him, Roxanne ends up getting kidnapped by a cannibalistic butcher and finds herself fighting for her survival and escape. After a bit of exploration, Roxanne comes to realize that the butcher isn't her only threat. In a seemingly never-ending house of horrors surrounded by other caged victims and severed body parts, the player will come face to face with some of the killer's sadistic family members, such as Grandma or the baby, who will either hurt Roxanne or reveal her location to the butcher. The player will have to be cautious of several tripwires, bear traps, and security cameras, which will only multiply each time they find themselves caught and killed. The player will be able to use a light meter to know when they're in darkness and when they're in the light. The butcher is deadly, but he can't see very well in the dark. The player will have to learn when to hide in the shadows and when to fight back using weapons scavenged throughout the house. If they're feeling bold and courageous, the player can even rescue other survivors and show them where to go in order to escape. Survivors will follow the player and can be told where to run and where to hide using a system of commands. Careful though, the butcher doesn't let his prey escape easily. Choose between a variety of difficulty options, each with its own hidden surprises and changes. New threats and obstacles emerge the harder you choose to play, including more plentiful traps, more aggressive enemies, harder to find items, as well as more clever ways the butcher will try to catch the player. With only 3 lives in the game, Roxanne must collect items to come closer to solving the mystery behind the killer's motive and madness, all while hiding in the shadows to avoid him and to avoid her death. Are you prepared to run, hide, and fight for your life? Stay Out of the House releases this July.